Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. We are chugging right along in the Missy Elliott Readathon. So Friyay sprints are dedicated to get your read on, go. I am Britt. This is my channel, brittwriterly. Book and author tube, ABC, 1, 2, 3, all that entails. And now I'm going to let my lovely co-host introduce themselves. Shay, who is the creator of the Missy Elliott Readathon, you go first.
Hey y'all, my name is KaShay. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. And I will be reading Waiting to Exhale. I got like less than 50 pages left, so trying to finish that today during the stream. So
hey everybody, my name's Day. My channel is Hey It's Day. I am still trying to get through Zone 1. I'm making a good effort, y'all, and that's all I can say.
Valiant efforts is all we can ask for, truly. I have not picked up, and this is how to stay alive, since last Friday when I made it to the end of part 1. So now I am going to start on part 2. I'm on page 56, and there's only 97 pages. So it would be great if I could finish it during this sprint, during this thing. Likelihood, I don't know, because even though like the book is really short, it's one of those, it's very literary, so you can't really just like skim through it for the plot points. You really got to take your time, and so I probably won't finish the book today, but I will definitely be finishing it in the month of February, and hopefully I can finish it next week. But who knows? My February is just mad spoken for, which is why these Friday sprints are so important and why we're going to be sprinting a whole bunch. And at some point I may pick up Ashes of Gold. I'm at chapter 18. I'm at like the 47% mark. So we'll see.
Okay.
So far, the story is fine. The writing is the story is fine. So one thing. I just came across some Yakana mythology. Beautiful. I like, because you see on the cover that she's wearing this armor that looks a particular way, but you don't necessarily know what it is really. Like, I didn't even know it was armor. I really wasn't sure what it was. But then when you read, you realize everything on the cover is so significant. You realize she's wearing Yakana armor. You figure out why the Yakana armor looks the way it does. You figure out what these rings in her hair are. And they were just like aesthetic bubbles, but they're really bells and rings in her hair. And I just love that Rue is stepping fully into her heritage on the cover. Gives me hope for Rue in the book. Although Rue in the book is already like, these are my people. I wish I had a clearer timeline on where exactly we are between the end of Wings of Ebony and the beginning of Ashes. I feel like it's no more than a week, and it does feel like a large shift. And maybe I should go back and reread the end of Wings to see how she was feeling about Yayo, because she definitely came back to Yayo. That helps. It's not like she didn't mess with them at all, but like in Wings, she was not really identifying with the people in Yayo hugely, which I understand because you don't really know them. So then for a week later, for you to be like, my people, I'm just like, I wish that I had a better grip in my memory on when that shift happened, because it seems abrupt, and maybe I just forgot about some moment. Maybe it was when her dad died and she was like, no, I need maybe that was it. I don't know, but it's just, that shift seemed a touch abrupt at the beginning of Ashes, but she's keeping the same energy, so it is what it is. I hope to finish that by the end of month, but I don't know because the only time I sit down to read it is during these, and I need to finish this one because it's shorter, and also because I'm getting ready for an author interview with the author, so I'm like, I need to finish this and have time to like read it a couple of times. But that is what that is. Let's see who slid into the chat. They probably weren't ready for us. We actually started at like 10 o'clock in 1 second.
On time.
Right. Good morning, Deidre. Deidre, oh my gosh. Okay, let me get myself ready to do all of the shout outs in the comments. Pop, pop, pop. He. So, Deidre, Shay said, and on that note, I have to be somewhere else. Deidre is a co-host of the Sookie Stackhouse read-along that she is doing in collaboration with Breed the Locked Petition. They are on the second book, Undead in Dallas or something like that.
Living Dead in Dallas.
Oh, I am who I am, okay? My articulation exercises did not prepare me for that. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the articulatory tools.
For me, it was that for me. I was like, what is she doing?
High School Musical taught me valuable lessons about theater.
I was about to say go Sharpay, but I kept myself quiet.
Let it out. Let it out, Day. Just let it free.
Back to this age gap thing. Not that y'all remember High School Musical.
It's always the ageist hate for me, and just it doesn't make sense why it keeps asserting itself in our friendship. And what it's giving me is we need couples counseling, and I'm gonna tell the good doctor how you talk to me.
No, I have no idea who the characters are. Like, I know who the actors are in it, but I've never.
It's Ashley Tisdale as Sharpay.
I know who Ashley Tisdale is. Like, I know her, and I know that she's like the like blind girl, and I know that her character was supposed to be a black character. Yeah. Y'all haven't read that article? Oh, but y'all watched it.
Hold on. The tone is getting really sappy. Hold on. I prefer her to be a white girl though. I don't need no black girl acting like that. And her name is Sharpay. Isn't that a dog? Nah. I've barely forgiven y'all for Dejanay. Let's not. She can be white.
Which is hilarious because I know like 7 Dejanays, like long before that show was a thing.
Black naming practices.
Like it's a French name.
I just thought it was a French mustard. And the only way I was gonna get French was because French's was the brand of mustard.
Wow. So like not the spelling, not the like pronunciation.
I'm not gonna hold you. I've had it around me since I was a kid. I did not question it.
Like ghetto name and didn't know it was a French word too.
What?
I said you probably one of those people who thought like KaShay was a ghetto name and didn't know it was a French word too.
I have never thought of your name as ghetto.
Okay. I'm checking.
Do I know a white KaShay? No, but that doesn't mean it's a ghetto name. See, we're going to talk to our therapist about the assumptions that you hold for me.
Definitely said you are probably one of those people who did not realize KaShay was a French name.
And you're half right. I did know it was French, but I didn't say it was ghetto. And that's where we should make our camp.
I never said you said it was ghetto. I'm saying when you looked at it, before you knew how to pronounce it, before you knew what it was, you looked at it and was like, oh, this is a black man.
Yeah, because I knew a guy in high school named KaShay. Spelled completely different, but we're gonna bring this up in therapy. I think I said all of Deidre's things. I actually probably didn't. Is she doing anything besides the Sookie Stackhouse read along?
Yes, now that's what I call Black Love Channel.
Yes. Well, they were on break for a long time, but they did just drop a video. So they're back. Okay, good. Yes, if you were about to say something smart to me, just sip your tea or whatever it is. Deidre is one half of the now that's what I call Black Love. It has its very own YouTube channel. The truth is now every time Shay sips some good thing, she's saying something smart about me. You did that on purpose. Wow. We're bringing this up in therapy. We're bringing it up. So Deidre is very accomplished. Onward. JV Reads, hello. Go. No. Day. We had all the makings of a good friendship, and now you have sided with Shay.
Here's the thing. You've been drinking her drink the whole time too.
I never saw her take one sip.
You just now noticed it, but she's been drinking her drink too.
Why does she have to turn off her camera to go get it? She wanted to be in the moment.
I feel like she turned off her camera to laugh at you.
I feel like you've corrupted her. I'll say it. I feel like you have turned her against me. Day and I had no problems. And then here you come sipping. And then here she comes sipping too. And now they're both tripping on me. And I don't like it. But I accept y'all for who you are. And that is friendship. That's me.
We accept you too.
I don't like your tone.
I only need one Brit. I don't need another one. I got one Brit. That's all I need. All I want is all I have. I'm just saying.
Be easy, don't make decisions when you mad. Oh wait, that's a different song. It is, isn't it? No. That's the same song, right? Yes. Somebody help me out. Anyway, hi JV, Poison Heart, Kaylin Barron, really love this book. Cool. Pat, good morning. It's Friyay. We are all clearly in rare form. Moving on. Also, Britt, I finished Fire's Avengers. Yay! I love that series. It's so good to the very end. It's like, wow. Give us then. Give us. I love it. Blessings, greeting each other. Listen, I do my best. That is the truth. I sing and Shay remembers. And they're off. Another video on the Black Left channel drops tomorrow. Okay, duly noted. I don't think she is. Drinking tea and minding her business.
I'm glad you guys know, because I feel like I'm just being
right.
I don't believe it.
Why you trying to accuse her and nothing? She's just sipping her drink.
Wow. And then Shay comes to her defense, and that cements the entire thing in my mind.
Oh my gosh.
They're accomplices. They're accomplices in this thing. And if you don't see it, you don't want to see it. Because you can't handle the truth.
You know what? I'm okay.
That's the truth. Can't handle it. Okay, let's see if I have to do ads. It's looking like a yes. Okay. So we're gonna try our best.
Since last week.
Say again.
Have y'all finished reading anything since last week?
Not at all.
That's why I'm asking the question.
Oh, yeah. I finished The Broken Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin. I did. I had to, because my alarm, let me just be sending stuff back. It don't even let you take it overdue. So it was about to eject it from my bookshelf. I had to finish it real quick. It was good. It's definitely, actually, here's the truth. I was going to tell you my thoughts right now, but I'm not, because I don't want to see the smugness on Shay's face when I say what she's like. I said from the beginning. Is it petty? Yes. But that's where I am this morning, okay? Walk with me as I am. Thank you. Okay. It is about time to start our sprint. Are you ready? And 3, 2, 1. Y'all write them words. All right, that's our first sprint. What's up with this? No, I'm not 15. Okay, that was our first sprint. How did y'all do? I needed to do some administrative stuff as early as possible, so I finished it. And I read for like 15 minutes. And these chapters are not numbered, but in part 2, we're meeting new characters. So it's all very interesting. I am really, really loving this book. Very, very much. Yeah, I'm really loving it. I cannot wait to interview Shingai about just like even, this is a perfect example, like even the way it's written. So this sentence is, and this is where the lines converge. Ah, yes, full circle. Maniasti and Maccabees shared Maitu was a medicine woman, and herbalist, and healer, and body worker, and scientist, and doctor, and whatever other words given by language to name the work of conversing with the body. But just the way that like the words just come down, like the form of this book is just so free and lyrical. I love it. Like the words, the writing of the words attempts to flow like they would if they were spoken, like in the way that they're put on the page. Like even just like this type of, I just love it. I love it. It's just so intentional, beautiful. I love it. All of these darn tabs, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna read it first without making any marks, and the second time through it's definitely my first time, and I just can't read it through. Also, I lied. This book is available elsewise than how I procured it. So it's on Amazon Kindle and on something, like there's an ebook out there, which is great news. So I was like, I cannot be one of like few people who happened to know how to get it on the end. Like that's trash. It's not true. Y'all can have this exceptional experience that I am having. And This Is How to Stay Alive by Shingai and Jerry Kagunda. Absolutely get into it if you are wanting to read more diasporic Black books. This is a Kenyan author. And it's really, really amazing. Okay, how did y'all do?
So you were saying ebook, not physical?
When I typed it in, I was just getting ebooks, but maybe there's a way to get it physical too. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about, is what we should be taking away from this.
Got you. So I read some more, Waiting to Excel. I got like 10 pages till the next chapter, and then I'm gonna stop because I'm buddy reading it, and unbeknownst to me, I'm like super far ahead. So I'm gonna switch back to Redemptor and hopefully finish Redemptor today. I'm on page 221 of Redemptor, and it's like 400 pages, so just over half. So.
I read like 11 pages. I'm almost at the end of the first day, which is good. I don't know, man. I'm getting to the point where I can't tell what is flashback and what's not flashback, and not in a good way. And then I made more tea because I need tea. That was it.
The tea will always feel like an attack to me now, but I want you to be hydrated. I want you to be hydrated. I want you to have the unit and everything, so I guess, do you. Shumla joined us during that sprint. Hello, all woke up from bed. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. You gotta take the life you wanted, so you did what you had to do. Good for you. Good for you. Do you know what that's from? Dear Evan Hansen. It's a musical. Listen, I haven't ever seen it. I've never been to Broadway. But the musicals, like the soundtracks follow the story pretty well, so I can still tell what happened. And he got caught up. His plan finally got out, and everybody was like, "Oh, so you just threw away your old life to get this new one because this is better? Solid. Just leave me behind the desk." And so his mom was singing the song too, and I was like, "Yikes!" It was hard. But anyway. Hello, Shamla. The darling writer joined us. We are having a fantastic day. JV got distracted by Cat and got coffee for this sprint. We'll be reading on the next one. Cool. We're going to get into that in just a second. I'm going to try for us to get at least 3 in today. Will that happen? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But we're going to try. Working on productivity admin tasks. All right. Task list. You do it. Okay. Books with Brandy Shanae. Hey, just want to jump in and say hi. Brandy has an amazing YouTube channel and a thriving Bookstagram as well. Like, she's serving the looks. She gives you some book trailers sometimes. It's really A+ and far more effort than I put into my Bookstagram. So you should definitely subscribe to her BookTube channel and follow her on Instagram. Want to read it just so bad. Ray Bear was everything. I loved it. I don't understand people who don't like it. I'm not gonna say you're not welcome on my channel. Come in, have a seat, but I don't understand you. Pat tried to order the book. Oh, it's out of stock. A physical copy. Just finished reading Secrets and Lies by Selena Montgomery. We'll get it on. Get the ebook. They're never out of stock. It's really good. I am enjoying being able to like write in tab. I couldn't imagine having an ebook unless I had some like annotative like ways on my ebook, which Kindle does. Like, you can highlight and make notes. So maybe get it from there so you can have as close to a physical experience as possible. Didn't know I was gonna get serenade when I woke up today. Yes, you did. You knew when you came here what it was gonna be. Hello, Deontía. Good morning. Good morning. I don't even know what that song is. I know it's a song. It's definitely a song, but I don't know where it came from. Sometimes the songs just live inside me rent free, and I'm okay with that. I'm at work trying to ignore my work and read, but it's not happening. I'm reading the good half, pretending to read too. Okay, listen, we support you, Lauren. Furtive reading under the desk. Who gonna check you? Maybe your boss. But, otherwise, who gonna check you? Okay, let's do another 30-minute sprint, and then at the very least, maybe we can do a 20 if time forsakes us. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Have I shared my screen? Yes, I have. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. All right, so that was our second sprint. I'm on page 66 pages in 30 minutes, but here's the thing. There was a whole entire story in like 2 different generations that are like 3 generations removed from the protagonist of this book. So it was a lot, and I was trying to keep straight where we were, what was happening, and what that has to do with what's going on. Because she's taking up, like she's drinking. She said we're having the same experience. Neokabi, who's the protagonist, is drinking this potion that lets her go back in time. And so right before the chapter that I was reading, it was telling us about this historical figure who Neokabi and her brother who kills himself, Baraka, they used to play. They used to reenact the historic moment about this woman and her younger brother, who the woman always used to save her younger brother, but they never got to acting out the part, and they were never taught in school about the fact that brother that this historical older sister saved gets sold off into slavery. And so I'm like, wow, all of these younger brothers who can't be saved, interesting. But they never acted out that part as kids. They didn't know about it. And so during that time, colonialism, obviously. And so it's like their great-great-grandmother, who the crazy aunt who gave Neokabi the potion is named after. She's the one that made the potion during that time, because to save and to heal for some reason, right? And so I was like, okay, we're in history, but also Neokabi's great-great-grandmother is here making this potion. But it was so like, you're so in the history that you forget that she's related to someone here. And then the potion gets made and you're like, oh, okay. And then you move on to the aunt who gave it to her, but it's early in her life, like when her own daughter died in a car accident. So you're all into this story. And then on the day of the child's funeral, she finds the potion that she will later give to Neokabi at Baraka's funeral. And you're just like, oh, snap. This is the thing that the woman made. Oh my gosh. So I was like, it was 6 pages, but man, it was a dense 6 pages, not in like a confusing way. It's still very lyrical, still very beautiful, but like you just get so caught in one story that you're like, this is connected. Oh my gosh, it's that thing again. So I'm emerging, as you can see. So I'm still processing. But I'm enjoying the experience of this book. It is a lot and a little. I need someone else to read this book so I have someone to scream with, please. This is my official plea. Someone needs to read this book so I have someone to scream in school with. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying. Okay, how'd y'all do?
I read probably like another 10 to 15 pages. I forgot to like look at what my word count or page number was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on 111 right now.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
Uh-oh.
It's weird because like I'm really liking reading the words, but none of it means anything to me. Like it doesn't feel like it's a story.
Oh no.
Like I was expecting like a book about zombies, and like, you know what, it is a book about zombies, but it's a slice of life. Like I feel like I don't know. Anyway,
a slice of life book about zombies. Interesting.
Yeah, and it's like, what's that video game, The Last of Us, that's super popular? It's like The Last of Us, but not as good.
Oh man, I feel like I should read it just because it's like old school sci-fi that's about zombies, and there are zombies in my dissertation, so I feel like I should know.
Why like, it's old school? I don't think it's that old.
How old is it?
I think it came out like, I think maybe 2011, but part of me thinks 2017.
Oh,
it's
I
not
really thought that Colston Whitehead was an old head, but maybe he's not.
Yeah, it was published on my birthday in 2011.
Okay. 2011? I said I thought it was 2011, but I wasn't sure. So
But I feel like knowing that it exists is enough for me.
yeah.
He's like, okay, no, thank you.
Right. It's like you don't have to read every single book in your field.
Yeah.
You just need to know who wrote on what and when, so you can
I
have
think the
the
reason that
timeline of ideas.
he's an old head is because of all the awards he's been pulling. And
Maybe,
so
I don't know. Also, his name just sounds old. I'll say it. Like it's giving me the same feel as Tananarive do. Like it just sounds like you are from the '90s cohort of SFF writers, but you're not. I guess.
yeah, nah.
I was the guy by your name.
I'm so close to reaching the end of the first day. That's all I got. So
Okay. Well, we are gonna do a 20-minute. So you will have that. Shay, how'd you do?
So I finished that chapter of Wait Until Exhale. And then I switched to Redemptor. So I did a couple pages in Redemptor, so I'm like 223. Yeah, I just want to talk to Terry McMillan because, girl, and I also just have questions. And it goes back to like a conversation we were having about publishing and Black authors because I'm like super duper curious. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the movie like still hits and that the movie makes me feel better than the book.
Hopefully, we got our icons in it. So if nothing else, hopefully we're in it for that. Sister Harlem joined us. Hello. Sarah joined us. Hello. Finishing Act Your Age, Eve Brown for the readathon. What prompt is that?
Right. I was saying, for what readathon does that fit for?
Because all of ours are Black, so it would be, I guess, 1 Minute Man, but that 1 Minute Man is Black romance, and that's interracial. So, just FYI. But I enjoy Talia Hibbert's writing, but just FYI, that doesn't technically fit for the Missy Elliott Readathon because it's not a Black romance. Alicia, good morning. I made it to chapter 9, The Broken Kingdoms. Okay. Get your read on.
So that I can like finish during the sprints tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Oh, no. During the sprints tomorrow, I will read Ashes of Gold because I'm clearly not going to read it today. But honestly, who knows? I might end up I want to finish. Okay. JV read 19 pages of This Poison Heart. The main character's moms are so funny. I am reading For All Time by Shannon Miles. I'll finish there tomorrow. It's beautifully written, multiple timelines with the same characters. I want to read it. I don't like reading YA romance. It makes me a little uncomfortable, which it's fine because it's not written for me. I just don't want to read about 17-year-olds making out. Like, that's just not, it's not how I spend my time. I did get it from Scribd and I did start it. And I was like, wow, this is so cute. And I also know with pretty solid certainty that I'm not going to go back to read it. I want to, but I am not into YA romance. I appreciate the kids having a Black romance, though. I love that for them. That's for my recommendation. Got it. Okay. Okay, let's do a 15 actually, because we have 25 minutes left and I don't want us to have to rush out. So let's do a 15-minute.
Why are you
Someone predicted a Titan showing.
It wasn't even Titan, it's Cleo.
Cleo, you've been surprising us lately.
I don't know if that's the word for it.
Surprising us, maybe not you, but Cleo not usually the one acting out. So, all right, y'all ready? And 3, 2, 1, y'all turn them pages. Alrighty. So that was our last sprint. I am on page 71. So I've got like 20, a little less than 30 pages left. So I probably will read this tomorrow during the Broken Kingdoms sprints just to finish it so I can then put all my attention back on trying to get through Ashes. So yeah, wow, we're at the funeral. It's a hard scene. But yeah, just loving it still. So someone on the back of this book, Charles Pistol, wrote a story that hurts in the best of ways. And I'm just like, correct. Very correct. How'd that go for y'all?
I think I read 9 pages, which I think is pretty good, seeing as that was like half the time. What do I have to say? I don't have anything to say. This day needs to be over soon. I honestly, so I don't even know what's going to happen. Like, you know, when you read a book and you can kind of anticipate, like, well, something is going to happen. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just reading.
Shay, how'd that one go for you?
I couldn't focus, so I didn't get super far. Let's see where it says I am now for page wise in the story. 27. Hold on. I'm 68% through the book. So there's that. I also started working on a food because I haven't eaten yet. So there's that as well.
I just looked because I thought these chapters are literally like 5 pages long. So I thought I was just gonna finish this before I sign off. But no, like this is the penultimate chapter of the book. All the other chapters have been like 5, 7 pages. This chapter is the longest one in the entire book. It's time. And it goes from page 67 to page 93. There's 97 pages in the book. So I'm like, okay, I feel very much like I'm almost done now. So that's where I am. I probably will read just like to the end of this section so I know where, because I'm probably not going to pick it up until tomorrow, and I just need to like not be in the middle of this, although it's from the dad and he's struggling. He's struggling with a lot of things. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. We had a troll, showed him the way out. JV ended up talking to my sister for this sprint. Wonderful use of your time. Made a light breakfast. Okay. Britt, yay! Yay! Okay. Absolutely. I love this book so much. It is definitely ranking in my top fantasy books that I just love. Like it's in the top 5. I really, really like this book a lot. Okay. Do we have any announcements before we head out? I know one is When Black Woman Speaks, episode 2 is premiering on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is our first pre-recorded video, so y'all make sure to come out and support. All 3 of us are going to be in the chat, Lord Will Creek Don't Rise, and it's a really good conversation. It's really good. Points were made, and the energy was there as it always is. So y'all come out and chat with us in the chat. And we will kick off this first and hopefully last pre-recorded episode of When Black Woman Speaks. But bring your snacks, because let me tell you, bring snacks and some tea. Anything from y'all? Oh, and my February honesty is going up today at 2 p.m. So there's that. Anything else from you two?
The Inheritance Trilogy read-along sprints. Our last reading sprint for the Broken Kingdoms is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. Sunday, I'll be hosting on Sandy Golston's YouTube channel for the Voltron Force Productivity Sprint. Stay tuned to all of our social media this weekend, because sometime this weekend we'll be dropping the form for next week's Watching of Waiting to Exhale. Yeah, we'll be working that out over the weekend, and we will put it on social media. I'll see it everywhere. Yeah, read black books on my phone. We'll see, y'all. This is our going into our last week of the readathon. Super duper excited.
Yes, it is. And this is How to Stay Alive by Shanghai and Jerry Kukunda. Okay. We are gonna head out. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Bye.